Microphone check 1, 2. Microphone check 1, 2. How's it going tonight, everybody? Biff back with you again. Getting feedback right in my ear. How's everybody doing? Glad to hear it. Hope everybody's doing well. The stream has officially begun for tonight. So let's see about, let's put a timer on for, let's see, let's put a timer on for what, a half hour? And every hour after that, that'd be 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Yeah, let's just do that. So I have an ad in about a half an hour, another ad after that, in about an hour, and then another ad after that. So we're going to set this for 3 minutes for when that comes up. And we'll go from there. Hope that sounds good to everybody. Going to be more FM tonight. I did play a little bit off stream tonight. I think I lost one and won one. Maybe it was a win, a draw, and a loss, something like that. Anyways, yeah, just gonna check. Is there any deal? Of course, we know there is. The American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator have gone off of coupon. They're still on like a 17% discount on Game Billet, it looks like, but no longer at the deeper discount that they were on earlier this month. Let's see, and pretty much the um, the sales are over, so what's the name of the so I wonder if there is a I'm just looking at a game that I saw today on YouTube. Star Trek Legacy Ultimate Universe Mod 2.2. But I don't have the game. But they say that the game is basically abandonware, so it's free to download somewhere online. Though I don't know where. So I think I'll just bookmark this. I think I'll just bookmark it. On my bookmarks bar. It's called Star Trek Legacy Ultimate Universe Mod. Let's see. Good evening, gamers. But we're on over Is There Any Deal? And there are some deals, but not as good as they were. And like I said, I don't think I'm in the market for a game right now anyways. Did hear some information today on Lelujo. Actually, it's from something he posted like a month ago, that there is a new game coming out from Sega. Sega Football Champions. It is it's Sega FC Champions .sega.com, and it says it's powered by Football Manager. Sega Football Club Champions 2025, powered by Football Manager. The latest football club management sim by Sega is here. That is ominous sounding. I have applied for the open beta. When I was applying for the open beta, one of the questions was, what type of system will you be using for the beta? And the options were iOS or Android. Oh, and we can verify this in game, but this was Lelujo's YouTube channel. Like I said, from a few weeks ago to a month ago, maybe. He said that as of that time, Football Manager no longer had the license for Manchester City. The licensing for Manchester City is now part of Sega Football Club Champions. So it looks like Sega has either transferred that license over or basically just canceled that license with Man City and then negotiated a new license for their new game. So let's just pull this up over here. Let's bring this up over here. So information, title, Sega Football Club Champions, genre, FC Management Simulation, price, free to play, optional in-game purchases. So it's being monetized. And platforms are going to be iOS, Android, Steam, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, One Store, and Huawei. Huawei, not Yahweh. Steam. So it looks like it will be for PC also. Yes, but they're doing the beta on Android or iOS, at least according to this. Now, I was wondering, maybe it asked me, it could tell, of course it can tell. They can tell what platform you're on when you're filling out the application. And maybe that's why it offered me to do the beta on Android. But I don't know if the beta will be coming at the same time for Steam. They actually planned the beta to run through like the middle of June to the end of June, but then they canceled that and extended out the date to actually apply for the beta. You see some Sega Football Club Champions is the latest multi-platform football management simulator from Sega. Play for free. Start off with a small club competing locally and aim to take on the world. So that would be something along the lines of Lelujo's non-league to legend. So it looks like you can actually watch practices maybe, or this is a warm-up before the game. 3D engine. Closed beta recruitment. Across all platforms. Then I guess I want to reapply. And so that's probably why it took me. Yeah, see, the platform that it's asking me about is let's see if I put in what is your preferred platform, it's asking. What are the specifications of the device you plan on using? Windows 11. It's asking for an operating system. Yeah, it's only asking for iPhone information. Brand, the brand of the device you plan on using, Apple, Google, Samsung, PC, model. Yeah, I don't know. It's asking approximately how much would you say you have spent on in-game purchases in the last 12 months? Well, that'd be 0. So yeah, they don't even give you the option to sign up as for PC. Even though it says it's going to be the beta is going to be done for the Steam version also. An invitation to close will be sent via email shortly after the application period is concluded. Platforms, PC, mobile, and then it says how to apply. iOS, Android, Steam. You must apply with an email address that is accessible on your PC. Must read the Sega privacy policy. Yeah, but they're not giving you the option. What's your preferred platform? iOS, Android, or none? Interesting. Let's see, bookmarks. I could do this. Somebody's playing franchise hockey. Well, let's go back to Steam. And see what's on Steam. Okay, where are we? Right here. Guardians of Azuma. Destiny 2, every day we fight. Many nights at a whisper. Ready or not. Old skies. Warframe, Stalingrad. Let's get ready to be disappointed again in our Steam discovery queue. But at least we have the consolation of having some garden salsa sun chips. The Big Ol' Boss incident. Minimalistic logic game. Can you solve for X? Console shop simulator. Also have some Cheetos. Organize shelves. Repair CDs. Negotiate profits. That's a skip. Lovely Lady RPG. Visual novel about wandering around, just sort of seeing what life has in store for you. And we'll probably just ignore that. Pirate Cove Simulator. Trade with undead pirates. That's a big selling point for this game. Gorilla versus 100 men. I'm pretty sure they can. That it could. Lots to ignore today. Pixel Par. Big Dig Energy. Do you have the Big Dig Energy? The best co-op mining game with online multiplayer for up to 4 players ever. It's a co-op mining game with online multiplayer for up to 4 players. That's the description. Team up, dig deep, mine energy ore, and upgrade your tools. Reach the planet's core to fuel the rocket and leave Earth. Lord of Pirates. Another huge disappointment. So let's get into why we're all here. Hey, Ragtag, what's going on? Yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't think, for some reason, I don't think OBS was capturing the Steam page like it usually does. I didn't check it because it usually just captures it. So how you doing, Ragtag? What's going on tonight? We're playing Torquay, the second season of Torquay. And we got some pistachio nuts. We got some sun chips, some Cheetos. Glad to hear it. So Torquay is in first place with 13 games to go. No, 10 games to go. So hopefully we could get to like automatic promotion. Our run-in, let's see, our next game is Chesham. That's not for a week. And then we have a week, 3 days, 4 days, a week, like a week, 3 days, 4 days to end the season. So I wonder what the average uh, position for these teams are, these last remaining teams. 24th, 6th, 16th. Because I tell you, Slough, when we lost to them, was 20th in the league. And like I say, we always struggle against teams that are in the bottom half of the table. We lost 3-1. We came back and we beat Maidstone, which was 6th or 7th in the league, I think, when we beat them 2-1. And then we beat Dartford 3-1 just recently. So our recent form has been pretty good. Before that, not so much. But our recent form in our last 2, 4, 6, 8 games, that 2, 4, 6, 8 is no 9 is 7, 1 and 1 in our last 9 games. But we got Chesham coming up, and then we have Hayes and Yetting again. These are going to be hard games because we just do not play well. I almost want to do a I almost want to do a Route 1 because teams in the lower half of the table, they're just going to set up with a low block and just park the bus. And we need to find a way around that. So I guess the way around it is pretty much take long kicks and distribute to the target forward. Because otherwise, yeah, they just wait for their opportunity to counterattack. Even though I go into a low block in those games, they still find a way to get it over our head and get in and score. So Chesham Southend is currently 2nd. Hamden and Richmond is 6th. Dorking is 16th. Weston-super-Mare 18th. Eastbourne Borough. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 games out of our last 2, 4, 6. 6 out of our last 10 games are against teams in the top 10. 1, 2, 3, no. 3, 4, 5, 6. And our last 4 games are against teams in the top 10. We seem to do a little bit better than. We seem to do a little bit better against teams in the top half of the table than we do against teams in the bottom half. Like I said, we just beat Maidstone 2-1. Maidstone is currently 13th. Aveley is 12th. Welling 23rd. How did we do against Welling in that game? Yeah, we beat them 2-1. My team just has trouble scoring, even though that they know the tactic. Like they're super familiar with the tactic, but they have trouble scoring. So I've been setting Dawes and Collins and Rutledge on just shoot more often. And then Krask, I think his long shot is 7. So I've specifically told him, do not take long shots. Do not shoot. I think I have him shoot less often. And the same with all my defenders, shoot less often. And then I have McGavin on shoot more often because he's like a 12. He's like 12 on long shots. So we have another game coming up here though in a few days. And I did get a new goalkeeper in, even though I had to pay him $1,000 a week, which really messes up my finances. But I don't care because I'm probably going to get fired at the end of the year because my scouts have gone ham all season and spent like my total budget last year was about $30,000, which I stayed within my budget for scouting. And this year they spent almost $90,000 on scouting because I didn't click off one stupid, silly thing, even though I've got my scouting range to 0, no scouting. But that doesn't mean no scouting because the scouts will cover only players known to the club staff. It doesn't mean no scouting. So this is really deceptive. It doesn't mean they won't scout. It just means that they'll only cover players known to the club staff. And then over here somewhere is somebody's telling me there's a button. They said there's a button that you can click to have scouting reports. You can basically turn off scouting reports. I don't even remember where it is. Somebody told me where it was. I forget where it is. But they told me where to find it. And so I found it and I turned it off. But that's why they've been scouting like this. Here's the thing though. I didn't change that from last year. I didn't change it to like update scouting reports. Oh, dude, I am so sorry. Here we go. Okay. There it is. I'm so sorry. There we go. Um, yeah, I didn't make any changes throughout the year to how my scouting is set up. Um, and they have just gone ham on this, totally gone ham. And I'm going to get fired because of that, I'm pretty sure. I'm $2,000 a week over budget, but I did get in a really good goalkeeper, Schofield. He's a 4-star, potential 4.5-star. He's 6'3". He's great at handling, kicking, one-on-ones, reflexes, throwing. So we signed him to a 2-year contract. So I'm probably going to get canned at the end of the year too for that. I'm trying to find that thing where we had where it showed how I could click off of continually updating the reports. Recruitment focus. Yeah, that's probably why he's only $1,000 a week. Recruitment focus. Scout priorities. And they've been my director of football, I fired all my scouts because I didn't want him scouting. So my director of football went out and hired a bunch more. He hired another scouting team. I'm like, don't do that, man. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know where to find it again. Scouting assignments, match analysis, team report priorities. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This was checked. Keep scout reports up to date. So I was wondering, why do I keep, even though I've turned off the scouting, even though I keep getting all these updates, and I didn't know that this was a thing. See, what they need to do is they need to create just one button in scouting. Stop scouting. No scouting. Zero scouting. So you can click on that, like right on the main screen, if you decide you don't want to spend any money on scouting, especially if you're a team in one of the lower divisions and you're trying to save money. See, I thought maybe the club would just go, oh man, look at our scouting budget. And like maybe as soon as the scouting budget went negative, that's something else they could do. When the scouting budget goes negative, you're negative like $5,000. The game should ask you, do you want to stop scouting? Yes, I do. Okay. Then it shuts off all the scouting functions. Instead of running a bill of 85,000 up. Yeah, I didn't realize the ads were on. But yeah, that's kind of messed up. Well, not kind of messed up. It's really messed up. So we're not at game day yet. Good. I think our squad is resting right now. Yep. Dorking, Havant, and W. It was a draw. They only got 1 point each. Okay, Chesham opposition report. Chesham is 23rd. Yep. Under 18s to 2021. That's how it is in real football. Match preparation. 5 negatives. Yeah, he wants me to run a low block. I'm going to do that because I know they're 23rd in the league. They're just going to hoof it over, try to hoof it down the field to, even though that doesn't always work, even though the low block doesn't always work. What do my squad look like? They're recovering. So Stobbs is still lacking sharpness. I played him in like 2 or 3 games recently. Well, only 45 minutes, I guess, in one match. That's why he's lacking sharpness. I thought he was better than that. I've got new guys in, so Kurachanis can come in for Collins. Is he happy yet with his playing time? Okay, you played in the last game. Stop can play in this game. I mean, pretty much everybody is very comfortable with the tactic. But like in the last game, we had 14 shots, 6 on target. That's the most we've had in like the last 3 or 4 games. Before that, we had 8 shots, 6 on target. The one we lost against Slough, we had 11 shots, 5 on target with 0.61 XG. At least they've cut down on the long shots. In one of our games recently, we had 11 long shots. Only 5 in this game. Yeah, we only had 5. We had 19 shots, 8 on target. We scored 2 goals. Hornchurch, we had 25 shots, 7 on target. We had 11 long shots. It's crazy. See, what gets me is that you can set up a tactic, but it doesn't mean that your players are going to follow it. It doesn't mean they're going to follow it. They're still going to do their own thing. I guess maybe unless you set this to be more disciplined. So let's see. A game is tomorrow. How do my players look? Guys are all heavy. Well, that's because it's not going to drop off either. These aren't going to drop off until... Yeah, Slough should drop off now, so it should only be 2. They should go down to... tomorrow, these should go down to medium. Saturday. Torquay favors for Chesham Clash. Doesn't say anything about complacency, so that's good. Creative McGavin on verge of Torquay assists landmark. He would tie Finley Krask. What players do you want to play? do you mean not selected? I've got I've got him selected. Oh, I thought he was. No, that's right, because we want to give Stobbs some game time. Now watch Stobbs will get injured after I make him available. You're playing him in midfield. I don't want him to play. I don't want him to play in midfield. I want him to play here. Oh well. Let's go to training. Oh wow, these guys' training has gone down a lot. Okay, Finley, let's get your training up. Why has her training gone down? So I think the last time I checked training to praise them, there was only like 3 that were below 7. And now like more than half of them are below 7. I don't get it. I don't get this game. But, you know, I really want to talk to him about training. Of course, he is on loan. He's probably homesick. So let's see. My guys should now be down to medium. Nope, they're still on heavy. That's interesting. 3 matches in the last 14 days. Oh, because is this a leap year? That'd only be like 13 days, maybe 14. It's not going to go down until till after this match. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and the 15th. It's 14 days today. So it won't go down until tomorrow. We're starting to make money again. Yay. Because I don't have my scouts out there. Ugh. We have a quiet, leaky defense. That's because we've given up a lot of goals against teams like in the relegation zone. That's where we give up our goals. Aggressive and clinical shooting. Well above average. We have a high number of set piece goals, a low number of set piece goals conceded. So we need to move in this direction. Daniel Martin. He's in the top 80% of key passes per 90 minutes, top 80% of dribbles per 90 minutes. He's a good Sky Bet League 2 player. Okay, my guys are going to be game time. Scott Shines and Torquay under 18's draw. Aaron Scott, 3-3 Bristol Rovers, who are in second place. So that drops us down to third place. We have a game in hand. A- on the board, A+. I'm on the supporters. And Asa Hall still. Team cohesion is very good. Club atmosphere is excellent. My team cohesion is going down. I think because it's been a while since we had a bonding session. And we don't have one in this week either. So we're going to do this. We're going to do extracurricular team bonding. That'll be after today's game. We're going to do match prep, match review. We're going to do team bonding. Because my my team cohesion has been excellent for like the last, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I think. But we're not consistently doing the team bonding. So we need to get back to that. All right, team bonding. So what's your save look like right now? Ragtag, who you playing? Let's see, match review. Team bonding. Match review. Team bonding. So does that cover game there? How about a recovery after that practice? Oh, there is one here. Yeah, match prep. Match review. I think I can only do one team bonding. Yeah, confirm. Okie dokie. So it's game time. How do my guys look? They're all heavy. That's going to drop off, though. I think I want to have He's gaining sharpness. Yeah, we're just kind of barely squeaking these games out, I think. They want to take long kicks to try to get it over their block, their low block. Oh, I got to look at their. If this guy starts, he is 5'9". So we're going to. So we're going to. We're going to trap him outside. But we'll see how that goes in the game. He wants me to take all these players off. He wants me to go from positive to balanced, increase defend duties, adjust instructions. No. These guys are very tactically familiar with with our setup. Very, very familiar. Everybody's pleased. Go out and score some goals then. Okay? Defenders. Go out there and make a difference. I need a strong defense today. Make me proud. Take control of the midfield. Go out there, Aiden, and score some goals. Look at this. There's only one complacent player. I've had recent matches where there's been up to like 5 complacent players. I'm like, how does that work? How does that mechanic even work? All right. So let's go to opposition. Trigger a press. We already are going to work him inside or outside. We don't know what foot he's good on. So let's just set him to like his weaker foot. And hopefully we'll figure it out at some point during the game. The same for Louis. And then we're going to tackle Louis a little bit. We're going to mark him. Josh, you're 5'6", not very strong. Okay, we're going to mark you. Doesn't say what foot you're footed. Just go with a weaker foot. And we're going to we'll tackle you too. And then Adam, most assists. We don't know what foot you are. So weaker foot, we'll press you, and we'll tackle you. Yeah, Josh, we want to kind of get Josh off his game and try to get a red card, Josh. Boot caught the ball. Here they go, lumping it down. And keep in mind, this is like the number 22 team in the league. Now, see, I have the instruction, work it into the box. What a goal by Krask. Yeah, the instruction is work it into the box. It doesn't say hit early crosses or anything. Now, it might be that Duru, that's his shoot less often, get further forward, stay wider, roam from position. So I think I have to set this for, I want them to shoot more often. We might have to change that. Shoot less often. I just want him to shoot. He can dribble more, and because his dribbling is 14, his finishing's 14. He's really good. You can dribble more. You can dribble more. Your dribbling's 10. Now, see, I've told McGavin he can shoot more because his long shot is 12. He's playing in midfield. His long shot's 12. So now Finley Krask, his long shot is 7. So yeah, shoot less often. He shot there though. He scored. Nice shot. So Alex, what do you shout to your players when you're winning? Because I just want to encourage them. Get out there, score more goals. I mean, look at 20 minutes in, we only have 2 shots on goal. So let's not do long kicks. Let's be more expressive. Let's run at the defense. Be more expressive. Let's take shorter kicks. Let's send it out to our defense, see if they can do anything with the ball. Let's see what happens in the next 10 minutes. Yeah, they're playing a low block. I think we're playing a low block also. We're coming out a little bit farther though. Again, we're just not getting shots. I don't get it. I wish you could just tell your player. I don't want to tell them shoot on sight because I want to work the ball into the box. I want to do mixed crosses into the box. Right now we've had one corner in a half an hour. We're supposed to be playing for set pieces. We're supposed to be playing for set pieces. We have one corner in an hour. Or in a half hour. Martin's like, okay, thanks. I'll take another corner. Will Dawes heads it in. It was his own missed header that led to that goal. Now can I praise them? Oh, McGavin. He's so close on those. Last year, the first game, he made two from about that same position he shot from just now. He made two like 27-yard free kicks, scored. And the rest of the season, he didn't do any. He didn't. And I don't think he scored since then. So like 75, 80 games ago, he scored two in one game. And he hasn't scored a free kick from that position since then. I don't think he scored a free kick since then. Okay, they liked my praise. Most of them did. What was that? Okay, clear cut chance. All right, got it. So I said 7 shots in the first 45 minutes. This is against the team. I tell you, this is against Chess. They are in the drop zone. I actually don't think they can get out of the drop zone. I think there's 10 games left, 30 points. Yeah, they're just about to go down. Well, 30 points, that's 48. They're 16 behind Dartford. They're 18 behind Hornchurch. Probably not coming out. And yet we can't get shots off against them. I don't get it. So let's see if we can figure some of this out. I mean, we're completing a good number of passes. Completed 2 crosses there. So I think I'm going to stop playing for set pieces. But that's what the board wants me to do. I mean, we're getting our head on the ball a lot. We're winning a lot of headers. Oh, brother. We got like almost 10 times the XG. Let's call it 8 times the XG that they do. Hey, Blessed, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, you know, the thing is, this is the way I was when I played hockey when I was younger. Uh, we're up 2-0 at halftime, but I want more. I want more. I want more goals. Adam Livingstone is getting a lot of free crosses despite us always triggering a press when the ball is played to him. Well, let's see if we tackle him. Maybe that will discourage him. No, he's still getting in free crosses. He's going to get taken off at some point, though. I know. Well, no, we have 7 shots on target, I think. Oh no, we don't. Yeah, we do only have 2 shots on target. Yeah, I know. I mean, they practice a lot. They seem to practice every day, but they can't hit the target. At least we've cut down on the number of long shots. I gave all but 4 players the I told them to shoot less, because in one game recently we had like 20 something shots on goal, not on target, but we had like 20 something shots, and 11 of them were long shots, and none of them scored. Yeah, I know. I just want more. I want more goals. I want to be up 5, and part of that probably comes from having matches this year where, we're up 3-1. I had one match where we're up 3-1 going into extra time, and the other team drew against us 3-3. They scored 2 goals in extra time. I'm like, no, again, it was probably a team in the lower half of the table. I'm like, no, that's not accurate. That's not real life. But what is real life? Real life is Football Manager. Getting a lot of passes in the final third, but only 7 shots. Let's see. We are top of the league. We're top of the league. Right now, we have actually a 4-point gap between us and Southend. And we are growing our goal differential. So we're ahead on the scoreboard, and we certainly deserve to be given how much we've created. So I'm pleased. Can I throw a water bottle and then say that? Oh, man. Keep going, guys. Everybody's delighted except for the couple of complacent guys over here. Okay. I'll bring Stobbs and Finley on. I'll bring them on at about 60 minutes. Here they go, right? What was up with Martin? Is he injured? There's something about Martin. Several of them having a good game, but all the guys on the bench are complacent. Like, yeah, we don't care if they're having a good game. I love it too how complacent guys come off the bench and then their attitude is, I would have rather stayed on the bench. Like, come on, man. Don't have that attitude. Let's not let him run past you. Let's not let him run past you, Martin. Tackle him. Now, there's a strong possibility he passes the ball back to somebody outside of the box and they just score a worldly. I've seen that happen too many times recently. And goes right around Duru. See, that's why I want more. Just walked right through our defense. I think we're going to go to, we're just going to go to counter. I mean, we're already on a low block. Okay, let's make some changes. Rowe's complacent. Well, that's just great. Why don't we bring Booth on for you? Well, actually, let's make a change first that might improve our chance of winning. Collins is tired. McGavin's pleased. How's Dawes doing? He's having a good game. Make an impact, Jack. He didn't like it. Seemed calm coming onto the pitch. Good. All right. Who's next? Martin, you're having a good game. Mandy. Booth can come on for Mandy. Rutledge. You know what? We don't have anybody that can take your spot because that was Collins. I wish when you moused over these, it would tell you, what the impact was. Booth on for Rowe. Rowe's complacent. Booth is nervous. Rowe's complacent. Mandy's apprehensive. Staub's struggling to meet the pace of the match. I know, because you're kind of tired. Let's do start wasting time. A little bit of time wasting. Be more disciplined. We're not going to pass into space. Try to close out the game. It's only 10 minutes left. We're already in our low block. Go, Glover. You got the fresh legs. Go, go. You got the fresh legs. There it is. Nice shot, McGavin. Nicely worked. Nicely worked. Let's go to, let's say positive. Let's see. Double S. They already did that, really. I think that's pretty good. Stops recovered it, though. Oh, nice. Nice pass by Drew. That's a mixed cross right there. That's a mixed cross. Get it on the ground till Rutledge can get on the end of it. I love that cross. That was awesome. Just bounce it right along the ground. Goalkeeper booted it. Did you see what I did there? Boot. He booted it. Let's see. Do we want to do anything else? Yeah, Booth. Would have preferred to stay on the bench. Would have preferred to stay on the bench. Well, next time you can. Okay. Let's see. We work the ball into box. See what happens when we work the ball into the box. Do you see what happens? We score goals. So we have 15 shots, 7 on target, 2.31 XG, 6 off target, long shots 5, which is better than 11. I've got to say, better than 11. Throw ins 24. We've got a long thrower now. Taylor Sinclair's like a 12 in long throws. So I set that tactic up. Passes completed, crosses, tackles. Sprints, we've out sprinted them by 40. Final third passes, we're getting passes in the final third progressive. Average rating, we're over 7. That's good. Now, this really did us a lot of good because it increased our goal differential now by 3. So 3 additional goal differential. And we kept our shape really well. And all of our passes were, not all of them, but a lot of them were very progressive. And we had 6 players. We had 6 players above 7. Very well spread out. And they didn't control much of the match. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Ted Can's uninterested because because he's now our second choice goalkeeper. Torquay turned dominance into victory against Chesham. Krask Seller as Torquay score easy victory. We are 4 points clear at the top of the table. We are 15 points clear of Welling, Bath City. So 9 games to play, and we are clear of Bath City by 15 points. But you know what? All we got to do is keep winning, and we win the league, and we go up, and I get fired. And I get fired. Turkey's unbeaten away run reaches 10 games. Let's see. Time is it? 10:14. So our next game is in a week. Gotta love it. Let's see. Calendar. So I'm going to give him the day off on Tuesday. You just rest him there instead of. Do you guys know if it is it more impactful? Is it more impactful if like there's a schedule? There's a training schedule like here on Tuesday, March 4th. There's a training schedule of quickness, first session. Second session is chance creation. Third session is rest. Is it more impactful if I leave that in place and then go in and give the guys a day off? Or can I just set this to rest and they'll just have the whole day rested? It seems to me like, and I don't know if this is in the game, part of the mechanics or whatever, but it seems to me like the players would be more impressed with you as a coach if you, yeah, so you don't want to give the whole team a rest. That's the other thing too. You do want the rest of the team to work. Yeah, I mean, you want all these guys to work. So that, yeah, I need to just give these guys a rest. I don't want to do it tomorrow though. I want to do it. Yeah, they're recovering right now. They're doing their team bonding. So tonight, I will give them the day off. No, tomorrow, Monday, I'll give them the day off for Tuesday. Yeah, work within payroll budget, struggling. They give me an A minus though. I'll probably get fired at the end of the year. Post match analysis, we had more momentum. We won the match handily. Passes 379. They had 331 passes. We scored from 3 of the 11 shots attempted from inside the penalty area. Yeah, see, that's called the box. Work the ball into the box. Now, see, I don't understand this either. The squad's general character has had a positive effect, has benefited from individual training focus, progressing well in training, has it performed especially well in training lately, but no progress in the last 3 months. I don't get that because every one of these 4 statements down here indicates progress. But Robbie says no progress. I think Robbie, I think you need to go back to you're a 15 at working with youngsters, but judging player ability, very low, potential low. Yeah, it's just you're not a great head of youth development. So I think what I'm going to try to do this year, since I do have the under 21 team set up, is at the end of the season, I'm going to move all the under 18s to the under 21 and then just disband the under 18 squad. Or I just won't set up a schedule for them this year. Wow. He's a 3? Are you sure, game? Where is he on here? Yeah, Aaron Scott. Well, I got to get him up to senior squad then. So we got ads starting in about 35 seconds. So I'm going to take a break when that happens. Take about a 3-minute break. Um, so we're into Sunday. So we got ads starting imminently. So I'm going to take a break. I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. I'm back. Thanks for giving me a break, everybody. Let's see. Let's go back in and look at what we're looking at. Let's see what we're looking at. Everybody's tired, but this should all drop off in okay, we're going to give these guys a day off tomorrow, but see 15, 22. So it's still going to be 3 games within 2 weeks. So this game should drop off on, what month is it? March? Oh, February. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should drop off on the 8th. But again, that's when our next game is. I'll just have to wait and see. So I want to give them off. It's Monday at 10. You have a strong backing from the squad right now as they all feel that they get along well with you. Very good. Excellent. Team cohesion is going to go up shortly. It's 10 a.m. It's 5:15. So we are going to give everybody a day off tomorrow. So what position? Why isn't Mark Halstead? Did Ben Lynch ever find a team? He did. Cork City. 375 a week. I think he wanted too much to come play with us. It always worked out that way. That's something that's kind of infuriating about this game is that like this player will say, I want, $1,000 a week. And you say no, they'll go to another team and take 375 a week. Is he even playing with them? Is he happy? Hopes he will learn a lot while at Cork City. Cork City is the 7th in the Irish First Division. Okay. Is he playing? He is playing. He's starting. Good for him. We let him go because it was the best for his career. Why he's still on here, I don't know. I think it's because he's still on my um, we have a lot of players that are going to be out of contract in a few months. And we should probably start talking to Rutledge. We just don't have the money. Oh, he's here till 26. So David Barnes is 2.5 stars. He could be 3 stars by the end of the year. We need to get him on a should I have my director of football negotiate a contract? He's only a 6 in negotiating. He's gonna like, yeah, whatever you want, kid, here. Well, let's see how it's gonna go if I try to enter contract negotiations with him for a professional contract. Because he's on a youth contract now. I'd like to keep him. Sure. He's not ambitious. You got to get more ambitious than that. Mm-hmm. Now watch it go up. He was at like 425 or something. Now he's going to go up to like 600. So what was it? Breakthrough prospect. We don't have any breakthrough prospects, but yeah, the lowest wage we pay is 600. So it's like an average of 725 for impact sub and fringe players. We breakthrough prospect. We have 10, and they're all at $60. Advised maximum basic wage is $8.50. I think we got our goalkeeper in as a star player, and we're only paying him like $1,100 a month, I think, or $1,100 a week. These are weekly. Sorry. So maybe I should go even lower than 350. One, two, three. No loyalty bonus. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Let's see, reset. Be interesting if you could look at this, per stars. Oh boy, David's upset. He's going to be walking at the end of the year. Oh man. Where is my he's my next best striker. Charlie Tully. All these guys' contracts end. I guess I should have had my all these contracts end. Because I was looking at my squad planner. How do I get him off of here? I mean, the only player that I know that's going to be leaving for sure this year is Asa Hall. But on the other hand, he's got 5-star potential. He's got 4.5 stars, so he could improve. He can improve. He can improve. He can improve. He can improve. But Duru is a and these guys, these loans are all, well, we're paying his full. That's a free. We're paying about what, 1,800 in loans right now, plus Asa Hall is about 600 a week, I think. Yeah, so that's about 2,400 in salary. Halstead's probably going to be leaving. Um, well, just on our senior team. Scott's 3 stars now. So Asa Hall's leaving. Halstead's going to be leaving. Hansen probably will stay. Marshall might be leaving. Martin will be staying. Collins, Sinclair. He might be coming up to the first team. Barnes will be staying. Scott will be staying. These guys will all be leaving. Can will be staying. Stobbs might be leaving. He's maxed out. McGavin will be staying. Dawes will be staying. Dawes, though, is only 3 with 3-star potential. He might be leaving. Dylan De Silva's probably going to be leaving. Krask might be leaving. Booth still has 1.5 stars. Column probably going to stay. Maybe if I put him the under 18 squad. Krichanos. So that's probably easier. Yeah, Hall's leaving. Halstead. Stobbs might be leaving. Dylan De Silva. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to do any more of that till closer to the end of the season, even though we are closer to the end of the season. He's a regular starter, huh? Where's your best position, Willard? Midfield or up front? Okay. Maybe Farnborough could lose, Chippenham, or they could draw. That'd probably be best to draw. And Hamden and Richmond, a draw or a loss. A draw there also. So let's draw this game, draw this game. 2-0, Chippenham goes up into third, 5 points behind us. Hamden and Richmond, they go up into sixth. They're 13 points behind us. Neil Collum is happy. Rutledge. Quit crying, Stobbs. Wants to start more games. Yeah, but your attitude is awful. I'm going to talk to you about it. You don't train well. Let's look at your training. Yeah, 650. What's your average training? Can I see that overall? Get your training up. Start training better. I'm not going to, because if I do that, he'll cause trouble in the locker room. Player of the week. Zola has improved. He's up from 1.5 stars to 2 stars. I guess maybe that's what they mean. When their star rating goes up, that means they've improved. Who's Cropper? Yeah. We'll give him more playing time. Oh, you can't play there? Oh, you're not one of our better players? Okay. So what do you want to do? You want to start more? Is that what you're saying? He wants to start more games. Okay. Yeah, but look at. You're lacking sharpness. If I could, I'd send you to play with the under 18s. I think next time, Stobbs, you don't get a day off. You don't get a day off. Oh, brother. How much do they want to pay for Bellingham? Jude Bellingham looked to be in great form for Real Madrid and was able to round off a fine display by finding the back of the net whilst also catching the eye of Paris Saint-Germain general manager Andrea Berta, who was amongst those in attendance. No, it's more their ability, Alex. Oh, Ross Marshall's injured. So Barnes is supposed to be back in 1 day. So I might put him in the squad. Collins could come in for him. Oh, Willard wants to start too. So Glover could come in for Willard or Dawes or Stobbs. Who did I? Barnes is in. So Barnes gets his. Oh, he's satisfied with his playing time. Okay. Who's not satisfied with their playing time? So who are we playing again? Hayes and Yetting, they're 24th. Okay. You can probably play some of these guys. Low block. See, Willard hasn't been in the team long enough to really learn the tactic and be 100% comfortable with it. His best position back here is Masala attack. Okay. That's what we had him as. So I think what I want to do is get the ball to McGavin. I think they said Barnes was supposed to be ready. Training, maybe it was. Somewhere in here, medical center. Yeah, it says he's out for one more day. So yeah, but again, we go back to I've only got 4 outfield players that I can put on my bench. So Glover can come in for anybody pretty much that I play in my tactic. Kurichanis can come in for Stobbs. Armstrong has to come in for Martin. And Booth can come in for anybody for Mandy, Taylor Sinclair, Rowe, or Duru. So that's why I have it set up like this. And Rutledge is on heavy. He's really on heavy. Really, I should have all these guys playing because of their the last 5 games. I've got to have Glover in here though, because Rutledge can play striker. That's it, center forward. Collins can play. He can also play center forward a little bit, but I need Glover in here. Um, Maybe I'll put Rutledge on the bench for Collins. I'll put Collins here for Barnes. Well, I need Armstrong for Martin because he's the only backup I have for Martin. Besides Jules Zola, who's on the under 18s, but Armstrong's much better. In fact, I might start. I think I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start Armstrong. The reason I have Martin playing is because he has an affinity with Dawes going on. Yeah, Glover can't play. Well, he can play back there. He's competent, but I want to save him for one of my either midfield or for up top here. All right. Yeah, see, he wants me to play Armstrong up there. I'll do that. Now, see, he's telling me to play Finley Trask. Okay. But I just got a call. Aaron, I told you this morning, I just got a call from Tommy Willard's coach that he wants me to start him more. Oh, yeah, yeah, I remember. I remember, Biff. Okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. You want me to start Willard at center forward? No. Why? Because Rutledge is much better up there? He's 4 stars. You're only 2.5. Easy win predicted for Torquay. Sure. But every time I go to the board and ask them to help me get a new license, they're like, nope. Actually, Alex Lolujo, I don't know if you've ever watched him stream. He says you don't trust the numbers, you go by the stars. So we're going to let Barnes kind of recover, maybe play in the next under 18s match, which isn't actually till up here. That's funny. I think we've got a good chance. We're confident. He blocked you on Twitter. All I know is that Willard wants to start. He's not happy. He's not starting enough. Stobbs wants to start. He's concerned about his playing time. Everybody wants to start. What they don't want to do is they don't want to necessarily play well. Austin Booth is out with a tight hamstring for 1 to 2 days. When's the next game? Oh, that's right. The next game's tomorrow. So we can't play Austin Booth. And my other center back is injured. So this game, man, just hammers you. Well, you're going to have to come back here. You can pretty much do what Booth can do, but Booth can't play. You can't play over here. See, Booth can play central defender. He can play center back, and he can also play right back. So he's like one of the most valuable guys in my defense. But now he's injured. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Hansen over here. And then we're going to put Mandy up here for Booth. Fullback attack. No. Inverted fullback. Bring back defend. Oh, brother. Yeah. I don't know. So right now, I don't have anybody to come on for Duru. So Duru going to make it through this match? He's going to have to. Let's see. Training, individual. Kobe Row. Krask. Now see, this is what I'm more like. I've only got a few in the white. Most of my rows are over 7. That's what I've been used to since I started doing this. So I think you told me this, Blessed. I think you told me to do this. Yeah, Lelujo had he had kind of an editorial on the changes in Football Manager right now. How content is getting more away from like what I'm doing, which is the long-term like career thing, and it's getting more into just like do a whole season in like a 30-minute episode and just take out the best parts or whatever. And he said that's what it's going to, especially on YouTube. People don't want to watch. They just want something that's nice and concise. The season starts. Here's the highlights through the season. Here's some players that we got. Season ends, half an hour, done. But he said the only thing about that is, you have to have a full-time editor on your staff, basically, to do that, because I don't have time to play this game for 4 hours, get a season done, and then edit for another 4 hours. I don't have time for that. Brett McGavin's at a 9 training. He said, but basically that's the way it's going. Of course, he has a full-time. Well, I don't know if the guy who does his editing is full-time, but he does have an editor. That edits his content. Anybody need any reprimanding? 695-685-78555. No. Yeah, it's just a trend. Yeah, it's just a trend. That's all. But I don't know if you guys heard the news about Sega has announced Sega Sega Football Club Champions, which is supposed to come out this year. And it says it's powered by it's powered by Football Manager. And so again, Lelujo did another video recently talking about this new game and speculating what it is, because recently in a video he said that it might be good if Sports Interactive and Sega have another company that gets into the football management space and create some competition for Sports Interactive and Sega. But in this new video, this new editorial again that Lelujo has done, he said, when I said that competition is good, he said, I didn't expect that Sega was actually going to be the competition with Football Manager. And so, he's speculating about, what's it going to be? Is Sega just going to swallow up Football Manager into its and, buy, who knows? Everybody's got a price, right? So maybe Sports Interactive has agreed with Sega to sell their code. The only thing is that Lelujo said that, Sports Interactive has this incredible database of stats for what, 100,000, 120,000 players on the planet. And he said, but most of those stats come from people that scout the games for free, scout the players for free, write up their little reports and stuff, send them into Sports Interactive. Sports Interactive gives them a free copy of Football Manager every year. He said, so, if they intend to maintain that database, then they're going to have a game that they're going to be able to give to the people that are doing the free scouting for them. So it's kind of interesting. I've kind of looked at it going, oh, great. Here we go. I've known about Football Manager for like the last 7 years. I finally decided to learn the game, and I've been playing it for what, 2 months straight almost. And now Sega's going to pull the plug on it. Nope, that's it. We're done. No more Football Manager. Now it's going to be Sega Football Club Champions or something like that. Yeah, they have a website up, and it's on Steam. You can go look up Sega, just put in Sega Football. It'll come up. It's free to play. It's going to be monetized. Well, not necessarily, Alex. I mean, that could have been something that was negotiated in the deal when Sega bought Sports Interactive. Sports, Sports Interactive could have just said, hey, we're keeping the code. You guys can have the rights to publish the game. You guys can have the rights to the database that we create, but the game code is ours. That kind of stuff can be negotiated in a contract. I'm gonna play this one game tomorrow, and then that's gonna be it. Betty bye time for me. So we are first in the league. Hazen Yetting is 22nd, 24th. And yet we get top billing in the league. How about number 2 against number 9? I think that'd be a better game. Number 2 against number 9. Board expects a win. Supporters expect the win. We're playing against the team at the bottom of the division. It's probably going to be a draw. Well, Alex, it wouldn't be the most stupid thing ever done in business. Yeah, he's just speculating though about what might happen. That's all. I mean, I hope 26 comes out. I hope 26 comes out. I'd like to keep playing the game. If 26 doesn't come out, I'll keep playing 24. Or maybe I'll go back into I mean, you can go to the website. It's Sega's website for the new game, and it's got some interesting. It's not full of information. In fact, you can go there and you can sign up for the beta. It says the game is coming out for iOS, Android. It'll be available on Steam, on PS4 and PS5. It said that the game will be released this year. It's interesting though, because I signed up for the beta, the closed beta, and it says it's going to be available for on Steam, PS4, PS5, but the beta is only going to be available to test on iOS or Android. And this game is kind of based on another mobile game that Sega has done over the years. And it's free to play. So it's going to be monetized, play to win, basically. So, yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can win this game. Aaron Scott, capable of playing with minimum risk of injury. He's short of fitness and should be monitored. Reckon being limited to maximum of 45 minutes of action. Well, that's good to know because because yeah, I'm actually not going to play you. I'm going to start the two guys that want more game time. Kurichanis. I need to have Collins on the bench because he can play striker. Kurichanis is just going to have to go without the game time. That's all. Work the ball into the box. You guys have seen recently the good things that happen when we work the ball into the box. Okay, we got ads starting in about 2 minutes. Just instructions, Will Dawes. You have to have a good partnership. But after this game, we only have 3 days till our next game against Southend. So I think I might actually rotate more. Because I want these guys to be fresh. No. "45 minutes, okay." Willard wants to start. Okay. But then this messes this all up. Aaron Scott's going to play in the midfield. Aaron, what's your best role? Advanced playmaker. Okay. Hall, you're not playing. Booth, you're not playing. What did they give me for yeah, he remains short of fitness. 45 minutes. Aaron Scott can play. Ah. Oh. Add start. Why do you have Halstead up there? Who's here not playing? Yeah, I can't have you in there. I have Martin in there. Yeah, Barnes. I think you're going to play Barnes. I think we're going to play Rutledge. Because right now, there's nobody there to put in for him. Gorchanis could play in the middle. We need to take Rutledge out. Well, you know what? I could probably play Asa Hall, except he's down to 2 stars. This is his last season. He's leaving. These guys are all on heavy, so hopefully they don't get injured. I mean, they're all like pretty fresh. So when the ads are over, I'll start back up again. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is my team for this game. Let's see what happens. Complacent. Maybe the complacency comes because we're playing the last team in the division. Take control of the midfield. Let's score some goals. Stobbs, I don't like Stobbs. Stobbs leaving at the end of the year. I've already decided. He's leaving. Got a bad attitude. So let's go into opposition tactics. Henry Young. We don't know what foot he's on, but we're going to change it to his weaker foot. Jack Taylor, most red cards. Jack, we're going to harass you today. We're going to harass you. We're going to show you onto your weaker foot. We're going to tackle you. We're going to trigger a press on you. We're going to get you uncomfortable, and we're going to target you and mark you. He's 6'4". We're going to mark him. Show you onto your weaker foot. You are Joden, 6'1", not very strong. Kalen, you are 5'8", not very strong. So we will go ahead and do that with you. Don't know what foot's your weaker foot, but we'll try to show you onto it. Don't want to tackle you in the box. We can tackle you. And then we want to show you guys what outside. 6'1", not very strong. Kalen, 5'8", not too strong. Oop. We're going to trap you outside, yeah. Row, control the ball. There we go. There we go. Clear-cut chance. Why does it always happen when you're playing the 24th ranked team in the league? Two shots, none on target. And stuff like that. He's got 14 finishing. And he does stuff like that when we're playing against the bottom dwellers, basically, in the league. Yeah, he's got 14 finishing. It just makes you shake your head. It's like, Football Manager, you're not fooling me. You're not fooling me one little bit. Did he hit that with his foot? Yeah, he did. Look at this. Look at this. And like he jumped like He jumped like 2 feet in the air and got his foot on it. Um, Rutledge's concentration, 8. Aaron Sinclair's concentration, 10. And I think they did say that Rutledge was maybe complacent at the beginning of the game. Six shots, 3 on target, 0.8 xG. 3 long shots. I told them, don't shoot long shots. They keep doing it. Or don't, no, come on. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, Ken, you can do it. You can do it. He did. What a save. What a save. Man, he just bailed you out, Ro. He totally bailed you out. Wasn't the best pass, but Ro, come up and get the ball, dude. Look at this save. Let's see. Glover, run, 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 run. Just like the dude demand more. It's the game. It's the game. I tell you. We're in first place. We're playing the 24th ranked team. It's the game. The game just picks and chooses. You're going to win this one. You're going to lose this one. Our focus on attacking set pieces really paid off as Aaron Taylor Sinclair scored from a well-executed set piece play practice on the training ground. Oh, really? Oh, let's see. Long shots, only 3. That's good. Possession, we had possession. Corners, free kicks, throw-ins. Passes completed, about the same. Crosses completed. Tackles 1. We've won 100% of our tackles. Headers, not so much. So average rating, barely. Progressive passes, final third passes, high intensity sprints. So I think headers, they've got 2 big boys in their back line. Didn't connect there. We've only connected on 3 crosses. That's why I tell them, work the ball into the box. Yeah, that was a great save. Let's see. Now, is this... Okay, 33% of 9 is 3. That's 7. That's 8. That is 9, 10, 11, 14. It says we've completed 14 headers. Now that was us, right? Yeah. It says we completed 14 headers. Yeah, 14. Okay. But we're not completing a lot of crosses. So the headers are just happening. The headers are just happening out in the open field, not from um, not from crosses. I wonder if I want to. Shorter passing, maybe low crosses. I'll just drop it down a little bit. Distribute to the flanks. Longer kicks because they are most assuredly playing a low block. Yeah, flat back 6. So let's take longer kicks to the flanks. And yeah, here's their flat 6. So I'm thinking if we can kick the ball, further down the flanks, maybe to break their line. At least we're not kicking the ball long kicks as much anymore. Tommy Willard. I think we're going to have to take that off of you. Let's see. Aiden Rutledge took a long shot. Stobbs took a long shot. So yeah, they have 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. We win this game, we go up by 6 points. We get at least 1 goal differential. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens. Their goal differential is negative 49. And at halftime, it's even. There's some finishing. Come on, Aiden. First 5 minutes of the second half. First 5 minutes of the second half, no shots. First 10 minutes of the second half, no shots. What do you have to do in this game to get your players to take shots? It's crazy. It's crazy. Shoot on sight. Just shoot. Shoot the ball. It'll go in the net at some point. Not only was it a bad angle, it was at the edge of the area. Well, Um, we have 47 passes in their final third. So we're getting through midfield. I said before the game, they came up, we got a prediction from the board and from the supporters. We're in first place. They're in last place. The board said they expect a win. The supporter said they expect a win. I said I expect a draw or worse. That's what we're going to do is we're going to go attacking. Should have done that a while ago. You should have gone attacking. And just gives it away. Just give it away. And then he's going to run past like 5 people. There he goes. Good job, Armstrong. Gets it into Rutledge. It was the onside. The goalie, every other shot that he would have made, he would have shot it across goal there. But it's because we're playing the number 24th ranked team in the league. That's why he made that shot. We're going to go very attacking. Oh, bro. So ridiculous, man. Stobbs, you're coming off. He's uninterested. Of course you are. You want to play. You complain that you don't get enough play time. Is concerned about his playing time, but he's not interested in playing. Dude, come on, give me a break. Okay, we're going to go attacking on that wing. We're going to go attacking. Why don't you do inside forward? Can you do inside forward, Kurichanis? You can, okay. How about inside forward attack? Yep, let's have you do inside forward attack. Everybody's attacking. Let's see. Let's save one more for later. Go out there and make it happen. Long shot outside the box. Hanson, why are you taking the long throw? It's supposed to be Sinclair. Oh, come on, man. It's supposed to be Martin, or what's his name? Sinclair. He's supposed to be taking the long throws. Where is he? There he is. Just control the ball, guys. It's like your first instinct is just to kick it away from you like it's a hot potato or something. Like, get away from me, get it away from me. The offside. Looks like he's safe there. Okay, so Scott is done. We're gonna move Scott. Hanson's gonna come up here. Advanced playmaker, ball-winning midfielder, defend. Put you on defend. Mandy, you can come in here, play the anchor. Defend. You can play, you can still go up and down if you want to. We're going to have you be, have you play fullback support. You can be inside forward support. We're going to have you be a winger support. Not inside forward. I want you to just be a winger. Okay. Bring it down. Be more disciplined. Go back to working the ball in the box. We're going to go a little bit more narrow. Regroup. Hold shape. Take long kicks down the flanks. Slow the pace down. We're already playing a low block. You guys are doing okay. I think that's Sinclair Rutledge's 18th goal. 18th goal of the year. I said low crosses, right? Jordan Trickett. What do we have to do with Jordan Trickett? And then who? Jordan Trickett. Keep losing him. How do we keep losing him? I don't want to tackle him, though. If he's a forward, I don't want to tackle him. Because I'm going to tackle him and he's going to draw a red card or something. Rutledge for us. Man, this guy, I need to sign him to a new contract, man. This is 19th goal of the year. And like, how many appearances? Like 30 appearances? Yes, I think now we can just totally shut it down. We're just going to stay positive. Stay positive. Be more disciplined. Yeah, we can work the ball in the box. Slow the pace down. Take long kicks. Out. Gotta praise them. I should have done that when he scored the last goal. Made them all happy. Get another one. Bringing Martin on really changed. It really changed a lot. Hey, Jer, how's it going? Maybe I just have it set really tight because when I first started streaming, I was having people come in my channel like all the time, leaving messages, and the last word was a 3-letter word that begins with S, and it's like something about some site or something or something, and they kept coming to my channel all the time, and I'm just like, I'm just going to put the highest settings on here. No, no, it's when I first started my channel. I got all these, like at least probably 2 or 3 a night were coming in and spamming this thing. And then I'd click on my chat to see who it was, and there wouldn't be anybody in chat. I'm like, they just come in, they post this message, and then they leave. And I'm like, okay, I'm just setting the highest settings on the automatic auto mod thing. No, I really appreciate all you guys. You guys are coming in here, helping me out with the game. You're chatting. Your guys getting the metric up or whatever that is. I appreciate all of you. So I was saying though that when Martin came in, the whole game changed. I had Armstrong in here before who was actually better. I think he's more of a fullback, I think. But he's got better stats, I think, than Martin does. But Martin's like a wingback. He moves up and down the field, and he just creates. He's a creator. Now watch me have to eat my words. Get over on the other side. Krask rushes in. Here's another header for Rutledge. There it is. Oh, he missed. Good for him. But yeah, this is what they like to do. Who's this back here? Just ran right past Rowe. He's really tired, though. The same with Taylor Sinclair. Trick is very tricky. Cat came out. I would have scored that. I think I could have scored that. That was a good win. That was a good win. Let's see. Let's analyze. Yeah. The thing is, though, is that they would come in, and this one I was just starting up. I still, don't know. There's probably 80% of this that I don't know what you can do inside the Twitch app and everything. But when I first started, they would just come in, they'd post their message and then leave. And now if somebody does that, if I see it, I'll right click on their name and I'll ban them from the channel. I've done that probably in the last month or so. But yeah, they would just come in, put it up there. I'd be like, What's that again? I still got those. Now, see, I don't have it happening like I used to. I can't remember the last time I saw one of those things. But yeah, Nightbot said, Jair the creator. Holy cow. And then it says, stop spamming words, phrases, warning. Right. Oh, the messages, the negative messages that I was getting. Yeah, that's just, it's like I say, no, Jer isn't a bot. I know that. Like I've always said, man, if you look at all the criminals in the world, all the people that just do bad things to other people, if they would just turn around and change their ways, I mean, like people that steal, people that run around here in the US and they go behind, they go on people get an Amazon box or something. People go up there, they're driving around a car in the neighborhood. They see somebody with an Amazon box on their front step. They go up and they grab it and you know, they're stealing it. And then they sell it on eBay or Amazon. Those people would just go out and get a job. Just imagine if they went out and got a job. All the people that steal, just the people that steal, they went out, they got a job, they'd start paying taxes. They'd start paying taxes, and the government would have more money to like help people that need the help instead of paying the police force running around trying to catch these people. Well, I don't know that, Alex. I mean, I've been without a job in my life, and I mean, I'll give you one example briefly. Um, when as a temporary had a went to a temporary agency, and I was sent to this business. They needed a bunch of filing done. They had a big file room, huge file room, and they had hundreds of files in boxes, and they needed to be filed in this file room. And there was me and another guy there. Well, this other guy, the manager of the department came down. He said, this is what you guys are going to be doing. Here's the room. You don't have to be on your feet all day. You can, because some of it's just going to be organizing the files in the boxes, and then from the boxes they're going to go up into the cabinets on the walls and everything. So guys, so that's what you're doing. Any questions? And this other guy that was there from an agency, from a temporary agency, he said, he said, that's what I'm going to be doing, filing? And the guy said, yeah. He goes, oh, well, the agency told me that I'd be like doing customer service work. I'd be on the phones, stuff like that, on a computer and stuff. He said, no, that's not how we called it in. We called it in and told them that we needed somebody, to do filing. The guy's like, oh, he goes, well, I've done customer service before and I worked the phones. And he said, this filing is just kind of below me. He said, I can do so much more than that. So he said, so the manager said to him, so you're not going to stay? And the guy said, no. And he left. So the manager then turns to me and he goes, what about you? I said, hey, I'm here to work. I said, I worked in the restaurant business for a long time. I'm getting out of the restaurant business. I'm here to work. You got filing needs to be done. I'm doing your filing. And I actually moved up in that company to the position that this other guy said that he was more qualified for. I actually moved up into the customer service department. and I was answering phones and working on computers and stuff like that. In fact, in the department that we worked in, the new manager, I'm not sure if this other guy was still there, but I went to customer service, and the manager of that department, she needed some programming done. So I went to the public library. I got a book on Lotus, which was a spreadsheet program. I taught myself how to use Lotus, and I wrote her up the spreadsheet program that she needed. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I told the guy, hey, I'm here to work. Any job I've ever gone to, I'm here to work. If I don't have a job, I'm going to a temporary company to get a job because I need to work because I want to have money. And I don't want to have somebody else's money unless they're the ones paying me to do the work. I don't want to steal from people and take their money away from them. I want to earn my own money and I want to work for it. So that's a little anecdote. Yeah. I tell you guys, I worked for Costco Wholesale for a long time. And I always tell people this because it's true. Costco is the best job that I ever had. Hands down. Best job I ever had. Best pay scale. The reason that I went to work at Costco and I actually took a pay cut from the job that I was at to go to work for Costco years ago. The reason I went to work for Costco is because this same company, where I had come up through the ranks from file person to I worked in the mail room, basically file person, then up to mail room, then up to customer service, writing some computer programs and stuff. The reason I left that company is because that company used to offer us a pay raise of between 3 and 5% every 12 months. You get a review every 12 months. You get a pay raise of between 3 and 5%. So, back then, if I was making $10 an hour, I don't know what it was, but if I was making $10 an hour, my raise would be anywhere from 30 to 50 cents every 12 months, roughly. So then they came out with a memo. I'd been there for maybe a year or two. They came out with a memo, and we worked a lot of overtime. I worked overtime every Saturday for like 6 months. And, my wife was off on Saturday and Sunday. Our daughter was out of school, and I was working overtime for like 3 or 4 hours every Sunday. And I didn't like it. But I went to work until they came out with this memo and said, okay, remember how we were doing a review every 12 months? Now we're going to do a review every 15 months. And I'm like, what? So I just thought, if I stay with this company, I'm losing money. I am losing money by working here. And so I knew some people who were working at Costco, and they gave me the Costco handbook because Costco has a handbook. And in there, they had listed, you get a job with us. Well, at the time, they were called Price Club, but you get the job with us, and you work so many hours, and you get a raise. You work, so every like 300 or 400 hours that you worked. So if you think of 400 hours, you're working 40 hours a week. That's every 10 weeks. That's every 2.5 months. Every 2.5 months, you're getting like a 25 cent to 50 cent an hour pay raise every 2.5 months. I'm like, no brainer. Going to work for Costco. Worked for Costco for almost 30 years. And benefits, Costco has Costco is one of the top employers in the world because they have warehouses in the UK. They got warehouses in Japan. They got warehouses in Europe, other places in Europe. They got tons of warehouses in the United States. Medical benefits, retirement benefits, stock option buying programs. You can buy stock in the company automatically. They have a bonus program where once you've worked a certain number of hours, you can get like I think one of the last bonuses I was getting like $3,000 or $4,000 every 6 months in bonus, plus profit sharing, plus every major holiday off, plus when I left the company, I think I was getting like 5 or 6 weeks a year of vacation time. So definitely not one of the top employers in the world. Costco is one of the top retail employers in the world. You can Google it. I'm not going to argue with you. You can argue with Google when you look it up. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a job, go to your local Costco. Let's see, 17 shots, 8 on target, 197 XG. Did we not score a goal? Was there a goal that was not allowed? I thought we had 4 goals. 6 off target, 7 long shots. Uh-oh, we're starting to get up in the long shots again. 13 corners, 9 free kicks, throw-ins. What was our final third passes? 64. They had a lot of passes in our final third, too. 48 progressive passes, high-intensity sprints. They had more than we did. They had 1 more headers than we did. I think that was the last game, too. The team 1 more headers than we did. We only completed 5 crosses. Yeah, we won the game 3-1. He's got a lot of scoring. Glover had 5 key passes. Glover's the man of the match. 5 key passes, 2 completed crosses, clear-cut chances, created. 3 assists. He assisted on every goal. Wow. Where's Willard? Where's the one that was complaining about not starting? Well, this is why you aren't starting, Willard. This is why you're a backup. Because you completed 1 key pass. That was a good win for us. Leo is complacent. Panorama South Hazen Yetting taste bitter disappointment of relegation. Oh, did we relegate them? Did we relegate them? 8 games left, 24 points. Yep, they're relegated. Wow. Sorry, Hayes and Yetting. Maybe I should go there and see if I can get anybody to sign for me. Take their best players. On a fine spring afternoon at Plainmore, there was heartbreak for Captain Jerry Wiltshire and his Hayes and Yetting team mates as United were relegated from the Vanarama South. 2 goals from Aidan Rutledge helped Torquay to victory. Experienced center back Aaron Taylor Sinclair gave Torquay the lead with a close-range volley in the 24th minute. That's the one where he jumped like 2 feet off the ground. And young striker Kalen Ryan then equalized for Hayes and Reading in the 35th minute with a place shot into the bottom corner. Advanced forward Aidan Rutledge then put Torquay back in front after 78 minutes with a close-range finish into the bottom right corner. That's after I went very attacking. Rutledge completed the scoring for Torquay with a close-range header in the 82nd minute. Torquay had been performing above expectations in the Vanarama National League South all season and find themselves in first place. 17-7. Oh, this is the events, the match events. Display of attacking football saw Ryan Glover pick up the Player of the Match award during Torquay's 3-1 Vanarama National League South victory over Hayes and Yedding this afternoon. Glover's silky running and passing ability was a constant problem for Hayes and Yedding as he tormented their defense time and time again. Glover has produced 38 dribbles and 37 key passes and 23 appearances on loan at Torquay this season. Oh, good. Chippenham drew with Boreham Wood. So we are 6 points clear now with 8 games left. And more important, almost as important, is our goal differential is tied with Southend now. So that goal differential of 2 in that game was very important for us. That's why I was hoping that was 3. Let's see, we are second in the league in form. Will Dawes average rating. He's got 7 players of the match. Greg Buchanan started on a coaching course. Praise Glover. He's got a balanced personality. He's very happy. I'm very happy that he's very happy. When's our next game? 3 days. That's why we need to yeah, we got to give the guys off here. When is that? Okay, not today, but tomorrow I need to give him the day off here. I wonder, see match focus here. I wonder if I give them the day off, they still attend the match focus thing, right? They still attend the match focus. Well, you know, we'll find out about that next time. Cause I gotta go to bed. You guys want me to send you on a raid? So that match focus would be like a mandatory thing that they'd have to go to. Let's see, Spanish. Let's see. Well, this guy doesn't have English up here, but it looks like he's English. He speaks English. He has an English title to his he has an English title. Football manager, halfway for Harrogate, day 8. So maybe we can go in and see what he's doing. If you guys want to do that. Now, I'm not sure though about language and stuff like that. So if you guys don't like his language, you can always just say, yeah, I'm leaving. Looks like he's been out for about an hour and 40 minutes. So we can always go in and say hi. Oh, Xeon's in there. So we can do the raid. Okay, guys, wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And we'll see you next time. I'm not sure if this is my splash screen here. Nope. So let's go back over here. Here we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm going to send the raid over.